Welcome back to my channel Top Worth Coins. We're diving into the history, details, and the unexpected value that some of these pennies might hold. Let's start with a quick history. The 1-cent coin, commonly known as the penny, has been minted in the United States since 1793. Since 1909, the obverse, or front, of the penny has featured the profile of President Abraham Lincoln. The 1996 penny was no different, bearing Lincoln's likeness, designed by Victor David Brenner back in 1909. The reverse side, however, features the iconic Lincoln Memorial, which had been part of the penny's design since 1959, until it changed again in 2009. 1996 pennies were primarily minted in Philadelphia and Denver, each marked with either a P or D mint mark, respectively. Both mints produced millions of pennies that year, making it a very common coin. So, what goes into making a penny? The 1996 penny was made primarily of copper-plated zinc. In fact, since 1982, pennies have been 97.5% zinc with just a 2.5% copper coating. This design change was a result of the rising cost of copper, making it more economical to use cheaper metals, but even though these pennies were common and inexpensive to produce, certain factors can make them valuable. When it comes to coins, collectors love errors. Certain mistakes during the minting process can create unique coins that are highly prized by numismatists. Those are coin collectors. By the way, for example, some 1996 pennies may have double die errors, where the design appears slightly doubled. Others may have off-center strikes or be missing parts of their plating. These errors can sometimes raise the value of a coin significantly, though it's rare to see one reach the millions. Still, some rare error coins can be worth hundreds, even thousands, of dollars. Now, let's get to the big question: can a 1996 penny really be worth $28.9 million? The short answer is, probably not. However, some coins with unique characteristics, historical importance, or significant minting errors have indeed been sold for millions. The myth of the $28.9 million penny likely comes from sensationalized stories of rare coins and high auction sales. While certain coins, like a rare 1943 copper penny or an ultra-rare 1792 penny, have fetched millions, there are no known 1996 pennies that hold such astronomical values. Yet, that said, if you find a 1996 penny with a significant minting error in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could potentially fetch a high price, though likely not in the millions. Wondering if your 1996 penny is worth more than a cent? Here's what to look for: the condition of a coin is critical. Coins in uncirculated or mint condition are worth more than those that are worn from use. Look for any unusual characteristics like double dies, off-center strikes, or missing details. These errors can make a coin much more valuable. Coins from certain mints, like those with lower production numbers, may be more valuable to collectors. The D for Denver or P for Philadelphia on a 1996 penny is a small detail that can help determine rarity. If you think you found a valuable penny, it's always a good idea to have it checked by a professional coin dealer or send it for grading. Professional grading can give a coin an official condition rating, which can greatly increase its resale value. So, is that 1996 penny in your pocket a goldmine? While it's unlikely, it's always worth taking a closer look. You never know, you could have a rare error coin that's worth more than a few dollars. Remember, collecting coins is about more than just monetary value. It's a piece of history, a story etched in metal. Whether or not it's worth millions, each coin holds a bit of America's past. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the fascinating world of coin collecting, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video. Drop a comment if you have a 1996 penny, and let us know if you found any unique coins. Thanks for watching. Next, 1997 1 cent. Today, we're diving into a story that has intrigued coin collectors, history lovers, and even the everyday person who might have a hidden gem in their pocket change. What if I told you that the humble 1997 US 1 cent coin, a penny most of us ignore, might actually be worth thousands of dollars, and in some cases, potentially even more? First, let's talk a bit about the history of the 1 cent coin in America. This coin has been a staple in the U.S. currency since 1793. Originally, it was a larger copper coin known as the large cent, but over time, the penny has evolved in both design and material. By 1982, the 1-cent coin stopped being made entirely out of copper and became primarily composed of zinc with a thin copper coating. This change saved the US mint money, but it also brought unique challenges and created the potential for rare errors. So why is the 1997 penny potentially valuable? In a typical year, billions of pennies are minted in the US, and 1997 was no exception. However, among the vast number produced, some coins left the mint with fascinating and valuable errors. In particular, some 1997 pennies have rare minting errors that collectors look for, like double die errors, off-center strikes, or even the occasional misplaced D or S mint mark. And these mistakes can make these pennies worth far more than their face value. Here's a quick rundown of the kinds of errors collectors prize in a 1997 penny. If parts of the coin, like the lettering or Lincoln's face, look doubled, this is known as a double die error. It's a unique mistake that can significantly boost the coin's value. Sometimes, coins are minted slightly off-center. The more off-center, the rarer and more valuable the coin can become. In a 1997 penny, this can increase its worth from just a cent to several $100s. The mint mark may sometimes appear in odd places or have a unique shape. These unusual placements can signal rarity and add collector value. Now, don't expect every 1997 penny with a minor imperfection to be worth thousands, but significant errors do create the possibility of finding valuable gems right in your pocket change. Alright, let's get to the big question. How much can these 1997 pennies be worth? If you find a coin with one of these rare errors, you could be looking at anything from a few hundred to several $1,000s. For instance, some double-die pennies from this era have sold at auction for over $1,000. Collectors prize these error coins because they're rare, and rarity is always a big factor in value. And if the coin is in mint condition, or has been graded professionally with a high rating, that value can increase even further. Now, you might be wondering, how can you tell if your 1997 penny is worth something special? Here are a few tips to help you identify a valuable 1-cent coin. Inspect your coin up close. Look for doubling in letters, numbers, or on Lincoln's portrait. If your coin looks even slightly off-center, it could be worth investigating further. Sometimes, a misplaced mint mark or an oddly shaped one can indicate a rare error. The better condition your coin is in, the higher its value might be. Coins with no scratches or wear tend to fetch the highest prices. Now, you might have heard claims of a 1997 penny with a face value of $21 million. Let's clear this up. The term face value simply refers to the original worth of the coin, which for a penny is 1 cent. However, some unique and rare pennies have sold for astronomical amounts due to their rarity, historical value, or errors, so it's not out of the question that extremely rare finds from any year, including 1997, could bring in very high prices. The $21 million figure, though, is mostly symbolic and reflects the rarest of finds, like a prototype or historically significant minting error. Alright, so you've checked your 1997 pennies, and you think you might have something valuable. What's next? Take it to a professional coin appraiser or get it certified by a service like the Professional Coin Grading Service. Certification can make it much easier to sell. Coin auctions, especially online ones, can attract collectors from around the world who are willing to pay a premium for rare finds. Websites like eBay often have listings of similar coins, so you can get an idea of current market values. So, there you have it. The 1997 penny might seem ordinary, but if you're lucky enough to find one with the right kind of error, it could be a small fortune waiting in your pocket. Who knew a penny could be so interesting, and potentially valuable? Be sure to check your change, and who knows, you might just uncover a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to stay updated on more fascinating stories about coins and collectibles. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. Next, 1991 D1 cent United States of America. Today, we're diving deep into the story of a humble, everyday coin that might just be worth millions in your pocket. That's right, the 1991 D. Lincoln 1-cent coin. Whether you're a beginner or an expert coin collector, this episode will cover the coin's fascinating history, what makes certain coins valuable, and if any of these pennies really hold that jaw-dropping value of up to $55 million. So, grab a seat and your coin collection as we explore everything you need to know about the 1991 D. Lincoln penny. Let's start with the basics. The 1991 D penny, also known as a Lincoln cent, was minted in Denver, and it features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been in circulation since 1909, honoring the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The Lincoln penny is the longest-running design in U.S. coin history. With its copper-plated zinc composition, the 1991 penny weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. Over 4 billion 1991 D pennies were produced, so it's not exactly rare at first glance. Before we jump into why some 1991 D pennies might be worth a fortune, let's break down the factors that make coins valuable. In general, a coin's value is determined by four main things. Coins in mint or uncirculated condition are generally worth more. If a coin is highly sought after, it will fetch a higher price. Coins with unique minting errors are often highly collectible. So, does the 1991 D penny tick any of these boxes? Let's find out. Lately, there's been a lot of hype online around the 1991 D penny being worth up to $55 million. While this might sound unbelievable, it comes from a common misconception about the potential value of error coins and the market dynamics for rare finds. It's important to remember that a typical 1991 D penny in circulated condition is worth only its face value of 1 cent. However, certain unique 1991 D pennies with exceptional qualities or extreme errors could attract collectors, pushing values much higher, but usually not into the millions. Let's explore what types of errors and conditions could make a 1991 D penny more valuable. There are several kinds of mint errors and varieties collectors look for in pennies. Here are some that might make a 1991 D penny valuable. If the design is not centered, part of the coin's surface will be blank. A 1991 D penny with an extreme off-center strike could be worth a premium. This occurs when the coin's image is imprinted twice, creating a doubled look. A double-die 1991 D penny could attract collectors if the error is prominent. These errors occur when the die used to strike the coin cracks or breaks, creating a raised line or area on the coin. Unique die cracks or cuts on a 1991 D penny may make it more desirable to collectors. If, by some rare chance, a 1991 D penny was accidentally struck on a different metal planchet, like copper instead of the usual zinc, it would be extremely valuable. However, this is very rare and would need to be authenticated. If you happen to have a 1991 D penny that was never circulated and remains in mint condition, especially with a grade from a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC of MS67 or higher, it could be worth a substantial amount. High-grade 1991 D pennies can go for hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. In general, the market value for the 1991 D penny is quite modest. For coins in circulated condition, you'll find they typically sell for 1 cent to a few cents. But for collectors, high-grade examples can be worth between $50 and $100 or even more, depending on the quality and rarity. Highly variable, with rare examples fetching a few hundred to several $1,000s, depending on the error type. While there are rumors of these coins being worth millions, finding a 1991 D penny that would sell in that range is virtually unheard of. The exception would be if a one-of-a-kind error were discovered and authenticated, sparking intense bidding competition among collectors. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1991 D penny? Here are a few quick tips. Look for any signs of doubling, off-center strikes, die cracks, or any unusual marks. Coins with minimal wear, strong luster, and a well-defined strike are more likely to attract collectors. If you believe you have a high-grade or error coin, consider having it graded by a professional service. This will give collectors confidence in its authenticity and condition. So, is there really a 1991 D penny out there worth $55 million? While it's unlikely, this little coin still has its place in the world of collectors, and the excitement of hunting for rare errors and high-grade examples keeps collectors engaged and excited. Remember, every coin tells a story, and while your 1991 D penny may not make you rich, it's a piece of history that connects you to America's past. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful or interesting, please hit that like button, share it with other coin enthusiasts, and subscribe for more insights into the world of coin collecting. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, you might just stumble upon a hidden treasure in your pocket change. Next, 1998 D, 1 cent United States of America. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and we're going to be talking about a coin that might just be in your pocket or piggy bank right now, the 1998 D 1 cent coin, also known as a Lincoln cent. You won't believe the story behind this penny and how, under certain conditions, this humble coin can be worth thousands, or maybe even more. So stick around. Alright, let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln cent is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, it has featured his profile ever since. Over the years, the Lincoln cent has seen several design changes, especially to the reverse side, which initially featured wheat stalks until it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959. That memorial design lasted until 2008, when the penny got yet another redesign. Now, the 1998 D penny is part of this long-standing series. It was minted at the Denver Mint, which is what the D stands for. In 1998 alone, the Denver Mint produced over 5.2 billion 1 cent coins. That's a lot of pennies. But don't let that huge number fool you, not all of them are worth just a penny. Here's where things get really interesting. In 1998, a curious variation in the design created what's known in the coin world as the wide AM and close AM varieties. If you flip a 1998 penny to the back, between the and M in America, there's a slight difference in spacing on some of these coins. On the standard 1998 D penny, the letters and M are very close together. That's what collectors call the close AM variety. But a small number of 1998 D pennies were struck with a wide AM design, where the and M are spaced slightly farther apart. This happened because the mint accidentally used a proof die, meant for special collector coins, on some circulation coins, and here's why that matters. The wide AM variety is extremely rare for 1998 D pennies. In the world of coin collecting, rare varieties like this are highly sought after and can drive up the value significantly. So, how can you tell if you have the rare wide AM penny? Well, it's actually pretty easy to check. First, grab a magnifying glass or a good camera with zoom. Flip your 1998 D penny to the back and look closely at the letters and M in America. If there's a noticeable gap between them, you might just have the rare wide AM variety. Now, just to be clear, this variety is only valuable on certain 1998 pennies. If your 1998 D penny has a close AM, it's likely only worth its face value. But if you find a wide AM, you could be holding onto a valuable piece of history. If your 1998 D penny is in circulated condition, it might sell for anywhere from $50 to $500, depending on the market. But if you have a mint condition 1998 D wide AM penny, you could see prices soar to $2,000 or even higher. Some of the best preserved examples have fetched thousands of dollars at auction. That's right, a single penny could fetch thousands. So, don't just dismiss that change in your pocket. If you find one of these rare 1998 D wide AM pennies, it could be a big payday. But the 1998 D wide AM isn't the only penny worth looking out for. There are other rare varieties of the Lincoln cent from other years, such as the 1992 close AM and the 1999 wide AM. Each of these. If you're interested in coin collecting or even just checking your pocket change, these rare varieties are definitely something to look out for. You never know what hidden treasures might be sitting in your wallet. If this has sparked your interest in coin collecting, here are a few tips to get you started. First, invest in a good magnifying glass or loupe. It'll help you spot details like the wide AM variety. Second, start keeping track of your coins and organize them by date and mint mark. And finally, if you find a coin you think is valuable, consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A graded coin often has a higher resale value because it's authenticated and protected. Coin collecting is a fascinating hobby, and sometimes, it can even be a profitable one. You don't need to be a millionaire to start, just start by checking your pocket change. So, there you have it, the story of the 1998 Lincoln cent and how a tiny detail can turn an ordinary penny into a collector's item worth thousands. Who would have thought, right? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to channel name, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest videos. And let us know in the comments, do you have any rare pennies in your collection? Thanks for watching, and keep an eye out for those coins.